There are a lot of complaints today about the availability of tennis courts due to that new sport that we will not name. Today we're going to take matters in our own hands, let the old people get their exercise, and we are still going to play tennis. We are setting up a tennis court in the weirdest places possible. Let's get to it. We are out here in a dangerous spot. We're on a bridge. We could fall to our deaths. There's bikers that come by, but we're going to try to play some tennis in one of the most iconic spots in East Austin, the Montopolis Bridge. Let's get right to setting up the court and try to have some fun. This right here is going to be our middle service line, 13.5. Oh, that's wrong, it's 21.
Definitely not quite going to be wide enough.
It's definitely not going to be wide enough. Your typical court for singles is 27 feet wide. My guess is this is about half of that.
It's going to be more than half.
To about here. So 22 feet, not bad, only 5 feet short. All right, here's the tall task, is getting this net in the air. We have a net, we don't have anything to really tie it down with. So to attach it to that pole, there ain't really a railing, unfortunately. Do we risk our lives for this? I think you're fine to step over and, yeah. That's actually death on the other side. It doesn't look that high.
No, it totally is. It's hard as a rock down there.
Oh my gosh.
That just may be what we do right there.
Can't hit the net.
Can't hit the net.
Thank y'all, thank y'all. Have you ever seen anyone play tennis at a place like this? There's no way. For all of the random courts we're gonna build in this video, we want to have a goal for each one. This first one, it's simple. We just wanna play one quality point. Oh, find that backhand. There's one ball gone. Oh, Meg! Montopolis Bridge. We're going vibes, 10 out of 10. Court playability, it wasn't wide enough, but it bounced amazing. Like
great.
If we could hit down the middle all day. I think chance of dying here is probably higher than the other places we're gonna play on this list. And chances of getting in trouble are, I would say, a 5 out of 10.
I was a little bit stressed about it throughout the entire time.
I mean, this is like one of the coolest places that I've ever played tennis. All right, on to the next. Believe it or not, this is not our first rodeo making a makeshift tennis court. We've actually already done this at an industrial park. We built this court for a launch video for the clothing brand Tango, and it was actually really functional. The lines were made out of chalk, so calling lines was really easy. The surface was flat, and the chances of getting caught were just high enough to get the juices flowing. Let's see if the next court can match that playability.
All right, guys, we are out here in a parking garage at the very middle of the UT Austin campus. Don't know how long we're gonna be able to be out here till we get in trouble. Our goal is pretty lofty on this one. We're gonna try to produce a reel that gets 100,000 views on Instagram. Let's get to putting this court together.
You think we're gonna get caught?
Sure hope not.
It should really be the pickleballers doing this and not the tennis players. Like, it would take them 5 minutes to set up a court and they already got those portable nets.
Yeah.
All right, people, this dream could really die here. We've set up the court. Those things to set the net up cost like 2 grand. So we did not buy those. And instead, we're gonna try to makeshift a way to hold this net up. I'm thinking we just shove them in our car doors and try to shut the door and hope it stays open. Get a good amount in there.
Is that too high?
I think because it's drooping, it's about just right.
Way too easy. I expected that to take a couple tries at it. This wind could present a serious challenge.
Now I know what you're thinking, this is absurd. And yes, it is very absurd. But look how awesome this is. We're just using our creativity to have fun, play some tennis, and the hitting was actually pretty quality, but we should have saved the last challenge for this court because we played an incredibly quality point on this parking garage. Hey. 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 Ah.
Good citizens, good Samaritans, whatever you want to call us.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and clean up our space here.
We're not savages just leaving tennis courts all around Austin. $6. Average court time, not bad. Unfortunately, the Instagram algorithm failed us and we did not get 100,000 views, so that was a fail of a mission. This challenge actually reminds me of a few months ago when we played tennis at another forbidden place, a golf course. That was actually super playable and one of the most scenic sessions of tennis I've ever had, so let's go ahead and throw that on the list as well. Here on the back roads of Brenham, Texas for the next court, a dirt road. How do you think this tennis is going to be?
Little sandy, windy out here.
Our goal is simple: sustain a 10-ball rally. That's all we need today. What do you think?
I don't know, I gotta feel the surface first. It's gonna be a challenge.
Gonna be a challenge for sure. Let's get right to it. I'm just gonna let these shots speak for themselves. Like, really, how did we end up here? For obvious reasons, we have not set up any sort of lines here. We've got some rough baselines drawn. 10 balls, how long is it gonna take? 1, 2, 3, 4. Footwork has got to be elite, and it's just not right now. Oh. 8. 9. Gosh. 1. That was 13. Come on!
Vibes. Honestly, pretty fun. We're probably some of the first people to ever try this. Is it useless? Yes. Playability, really tough. Had to keep moving your feet. Every bounce was a different bounce. Last part, chances of getting caught, probably pretty low. I mean, this could be somebody's property, but we tried to stay away from that. So probably pretty low. Overall score, least enjoyable of what we've done so far, just because you can't really play tennis here.
We have long searched for Wimbledon, our own grass courts in Texas. We've always wanted to recreate it, and today we are going to do so. And I could not ask for a better place than this here football field.
Wow. I think we can say we finally found it in terms of what we're looking for with grass height in comparison to Wimbledon.
Yeah, Wimbledon's about 0.8 millimeters. This is probably 4 to 5 inches, which is close enough for us, right?
It's the lowest we've seen so far.
How are we gonna set this net up? That's a really good question that neither of us has an answer for. Ah! This is why it wasn't a D lineman or O lineman. Oh my gosh, there we go. They said it couldn't be done. All right, let me check the height. Yeah, it's good.
We probably didn't think it could be any tougher than the dirt road, but we may have found our match. We're gonna be doing the spider drill until both me and Trey hit 4 balls. Subject to change, depending on how hard this is.
Or it's just a fail.
Or it's just a fail. Yeah, I mean, probably a 90% chance to fail.
We'll give it an hour. Oh, shiza.
Oh, I mean.
This ball's dead as a doornail. All right, you're down the line, I'm cross.
All right.
Oh.
Oh. I don't even know.
I think that's, the sun is right in my eyes.
It's not worth our time spending more than 5 minutes out here doing this anyway.
Overall, this court about 0 out of 10. We spent about 10 minutes trying to play tennis. It does not work. Bad rating. It's not even a cool environment. This grass is terrible. So 0 out of 10. Me and Kyle are about to start some football drills. So, now we're gonna do one of our best ideas ever on this channel. Play tennis at my favorite fast food restaurant, Chipotle Mexican Grill. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea.